Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Again, we're in the Q&A section of the interview with Coach Rolle. We had a fantastic question, which is on his coaching style. So we're going to continue there, talking about his coaching style, what does he do, and then we're going to go into talking about his goals for the upcoming track and field season. So we're not going anywhere. Again, the first video is already on the page if you want to watch it and catch up to what we've been doing. You want to catch up on all of these off seasons as we have interviewed all of the sports that the program allows at the University of the Bahamas. So we're waiting for Coach Rolle to log back in. Again, thank you to Balmoral for allowing me to use his room. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, I don't think I could give a plug officially to them, but it's good AC in here. Your boy Rennie and sweating. So yeah, we're good. They got pillow and food service and tea. We got my group coming. So just waiting on Coach Rolle to log in, and we'll continue. But thank you. I see everybody's logged in. We have some of the student athletes, Gabby, Romika, head coach Shane Aubrey for UB softball. Of course, his off season is on the page as well. We also have Sasha Johnson, who is the head athletic trainer at the University of the Bahamas, our first, and her interview of off season is here as well. Each one of our coaches, you will learn as you listen to that story, are athletes. They have done amazing things to the country. Sasha's won a gold in Carifta. It's not me, but it's Balmoral. Balmoral pumping AC. Balmoral, this AC off the chains. I can show you the view, coach. Like this view I looking at, this amazing, man. I thinking, and then of course I'm a member, so the pool open, so I'm gonna go take a dip in the pool before I leave today. Waiting on Coach Rolle to log back in. We finish the second half Q&A session. But yeah, man, yeah, love being a member. This one of my escape places. You know, I thought my Saturday was my own today, and then Ednal called me and I was like, hey, Ednal's on you. Gotta get that. No towel today. Oh, wow. The pettiness don't stop. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a competition of the Petty Award. We're still waiting on Coach Ednal Rolle, just killing some time. But I don't know. Shane, you're in the runnings now. So I'm nominated for the Petty Award for the UB Mingos program. Athletic Director, Kim Rolle. Head Athletic Trainer, Sasha Johnson. Chief Sports Information Officer, Christopher Sanders. And now, Head Coach, UB Softball, Lady Mingos, Shane Aubrey. You can come in. Hey, what's going on? People waiting for me? I see him. No, I don't. Wow, I just was giving shout outs to Balmoral. I don't be here, bro. I ain't here though. Okay. All right. Shout out to the good staff at Balmoral. You know, they just knock on the door. That's crazy. Hey, Yurik, what's up? Waiting on Coach Rolle to sign back in, everybody. Just waiting on Coach Rolle. I hope you remember to sign in. I want to. Sasha, you can do me a favor and call Coach Rolle. My next phone is in the car, but I don't see him logging back in. Did he log back in? Let me see. Is he in now? No, Coach Rolle isn't now. There we go. We're good to go.
Hey.
What? Hey, I thought you leave me. I thought you set me up.
No, I was replying to some emails, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, this is the second half. Let's get a quality Q&A session. Of course, we know your department and what you do for the university is large. So let's continue with what you were saying, your coaching style. Oh no, something happened? Man, we had perfect network, man. I don't need this to break up. This is the most perfect network we ever had on the show. They can't blame me this time. They can't blame me. So talk about your coaching style again. Continue on your coaching style.
Yeah,
Oh, you getting texts like crazy. You popular.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, no, my coaching style is pretty much targeted to progression. Also, while I may have a general workout for everyone, I still focus on individual. Let me tell you why. Because what you may need, or what what your strength may be, someone else may not be. So if I'm not giving you much of what you actually need, you may not be able to reach your full potential, because I'm not giving you what you need to actually reach your full potential. You understand? So that's why I always evaluate each athlete. I always evaluate each athlete, based on their needs. I may adjust one or two things, or do a little extra, because okay, you're not as fast, you need to be faster, so you may need to focus a little more on the speed work for now. So I'll send you with the sprinters for now, and then bring you back into with the quarter milers, or
I
So
wanna do a part B to Sasha's question.
what she
Who
said.
in your life, or coaches in your life, who would you say that your style kind of resembles, or who have you been influenced by for your coaching style?
Really, it's it's a mixture. It's a mixture. While I was is and let me tell you, while I was a junior athlete, I came up under Mr. Rami. Okay, his style was more of endurance. We did a little strength training, and when I went to college, it was somewhat the same. So imagine me now doing a certain regimen as a junior athlete, and going into college and doing the same thing. Now, to be honest with you, um, when I was a junior athlete, because I was good, and one of the top junior athletes in the Bahamas, I didn't do my strength training. I didn't do strength training. When Mr. Rama would send us when we had the weight room training, and we go in there, I sit around and we talk and laugh while the other guys are doing it. And I wouldn't do it, because
No,
I felt as though, man, it was new to me, and I didn't want, it was too strenuous for me. I was like, all this training, I can't
oh
do it.
man, coach, you
So,
putting yourself on blast. Your athletes
no,
getting to
I
hear
would
what
be
your
honest,
college is.
because let me tell you what happened. Because see, I took that same mentality into my training when I went to college. Because I was progressing and I was still improving, I didn't feel like I needed training. I didn't feel like I needed strength training. You understand?
Do you,
But
do you
because I
find do
was
you find that's an attitude? And I think you mentioned it before. Is that an attitude that maybe some of our athletes are coming into the program with?
right, yes, that's the key right there. Because see, and when I went to college, I always listen. I always got riled from my coach, because I wasn't going to the weight room. I wasn't signing, because I was like, I don't need the weight room. I'm still
Wow,
improving. You
wow.
understand? And I was sitting, so I sent that same. So I wasn't really fully committed. I mean, I did the training, like the practices. I was killing it in practice, killing it, with the running, and But when the time for the strength training, I may go, because I know he make noise this week, so let me go to the weight room this week. Let me sign in the weight
Man.
room. You know. So I said, anyway, I can make up my mind. I can do it this year, and then it comes soon and feel all that pain and stuff. I couldn't deal with that, because I wasn't used to it. I said, no
Right,
man, it's too
right.
much. I can't. So I had the mentality where I don't be training, I get all that pain, not knowing that it actually is going to help me in the long run, because now knowing what I know now, you need that strength to be able to hold that strength as
And
the
I
season
want
go
to take it
on.
further. I want to take it further.
Right.
Our leader, director Kimberly Roll, I believe
Mm-hmm.
Sasha mentioned it, that we are going to
Oh.
have a full-time trainer in the future,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the building of the new facilities at the University of the Bahamas. So
Right.
with that strength trainer coming on board, and now
Mm-hmm.
you knowing the potential attitudes of athletes, do you
Mm-hmm.
think, coupled with the two of them, that we should have an even more dynamic program?
Yeah, definitely. Because I pretty much like the question what Sasha asked, right? Um, it's really in a track has evolved. Track has evolved, and with any sports, you have to be able to evolve with the sport. You understand? Because let me give you a prime example. Let's think about Usain Bolt. The saying was, if you're tall,
Mm.
you can't really be a sprinter.
Yeah, that I remember, and that in high
He
school.
changed that whole dynamic, because growing up, so even with the taller runners, he's like, okay, he can't be a
Like
fast
Shawnee,
runner.
even
Yeah, even
Shawnee,
with
the
the first,
same
he's
thing.
like, okay, Andrew Tynes, who was a great 200-meter runner, being even 200 runner, my good friend, was a great 200-meter runner, and it was like, um, he could be good in the 200, but he can't. He's too tall to be run the 100 meters. So
Mm.
when you see him, Bolt took the world by. When he asked his coach, he said, "Man, I want to do the 200 meters." That was like, what? This ain't supposed to happen because particularly a shorter person really is faster. So the thing with with sports, and you got to be able to evolve. What we were
I
doing,
want to
Doc,
ask. I want to
we're
ask
doing,
again.
we're still
Flip
doing
it.
some.
What about long
Uh-huh.
distance? What about Chris Brown and long distance? Chris Brown was short, but he was doing it
Listen,
at long. Was
listen to
talk
me.
about that. Talk about that.
Chris Brown and I were journey at least together. And by
Okay.
the way, I could have beat Chris Brown before he
It is
actually
said her. It was said here first. Say it again. Say it again.
it's true. Chris Giant and I was junior athletes together. I was better than Chris. When I medaled in the 400 meters behind Avad. Um, I beat Chris them from Chris was in Lutra. And the next year, of course, he came back and he ran well. He beat us. He beat me that year.
Mm.
In the Carifta year, he ran 47.2 in the 400.
You remember the
I ran,
times.
I ran like 47.7. So of course he progressed and he was better as a quarter miler, but I was more focused on the hurdles then.
Right.
But so Chris, and I couldn't understand it because my thing was when we went to Junior World, my thing was Chris had run. He got third in the 400 meters at Carifta. He got third in
Mm-hmm.
the 800 meters. But when we
Mm-hmm.
went to Junior Pan Am, they didn't let him run the 400. I was like, why didn't he run the 400? I feel he had a better chance running the
Wow.
400 because if Vada would have won the 400 meters, if I can remember, 46.9, Chris would have gotten a medal with 47.4, but in the heat, he ran 47.2. So my thing is, when we went, they let Avad run the 400. Avad improved. Avad ended up getting second. Excuse me. Chris ran the 800 meters, and I was like, why we let Chris run the 800 meters? I felt as though he had a better chance in the
Mm-hmm.
400 meters. Because he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't too far from. So I always thought Chris to be a better 400-meter runner, But
Mm-hmm.
because we had this thing, he's an 800-meter runner. We already have a 400-meter runner. Let him run the 800 meters. But you got to put the athlete where you think you can get the best of them. And that's how to answer Sasha's
Her
question,
second question
I
is, where do you see the program in upcoming years?
let me answer the first one first. My
Okay.
my my coaching style is a mixture of um my junior coach, my college, and 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 I don't know if y'all know George Clare and George Clare
Take
as
your
well
seat.
as what you know me.
Yeah, I get it. No. I
Yeah.
have a class
So
after this. They just coming up.
yeah. Okay. So it's a mixture of them because I do still do some of the older things that we used to do. Some of the older things that we used to do when I was a junior athlete, as well as do some of the new stuff like with the sprint training with the science as far as because let me give a prime example. But back in the day, we used to do the static stretching before we do our workout.
Right.
That's not good. That's not good because you want to do you want to prepare the muscle for what it's going to do. So if you're doing the static stretching where the muscle is going to be stretched like this, but then you expect the muscle to fire, then you're not preparing it
Ah.
to be firing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You're doing the long stretching where you can tear the muscles, and then you asking the muscles to do this. But that's what we was doing. So when I came from college and was started to train with George Clare, and he said, okay, you can't do that no more. I said, no man. So I still find myself running in around, like doing the same old thing I used to do because this is what I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I end up getting hamstring injury because now you're faster, you're stronger. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I got away as a junior athlete because I was talented, but then I was still naturally growing. So I still was getting naturally stronger, even though I wasn't lifting as I should have been lifted.
Mm-hmm.
So I steadily progressed as I would have, but I would have even progressed more had I done the strength training and did those things that could have had me much stronger, as I understand it now, to be able to hold that speed longer for when you
So
get into the season.
So I want to kind of summarize it. So you're saying that, and I'm just going to summarize it. You could correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like you have a dynamically new approach to coaching, where
Mhm.
you've been an athlete and you've seen some of the older ways and seen
Yeah,
how some things needed to change, and now we're in an
yeah.
atmosphere where somebody who's tall is winning in sprinting and somebody who's short is winning in the 400.
Hmm.
So I like this, and also you're a hands-on serving kind of leader. You know, you're running with your
Yeah,
athletes, you're challenging
yeah.
them, male and female, and it just calls for me just describing as a dynamic way of leadership, and you're to be
Yeah.
complimented for it. It's needed for the
Thank you so much.
university. I
Thank you.
don't see any more questions, and I have to just be
Mhm.
respectful of my time. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
Understood.
again, there's going to be a second interview. Of course, track and field and cross country is huge. So, we're looking to have an alumni track week pretty soon. After we do a few more sports, we're going to invite Coach Ednal Rolle back to take more of your questions. Please email us at ubathletics@ub.edu.bs or email him at ednal.roll@ub.edu.bs. And Coach Roll, I also want to give you a break because I know you got a 6 o'clock workout this
Yeah.
evening. So, ladies and gentlemen, you want to log into Zoom and catch our UB Track Fit workouts. Coach Edna
Yeah.
Roll has been doing it from day one of Corona, keeping our athletes and our university community all fit for free. So you want to
Yeah.
log in, and you can. I'm going to give you the last word, and you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
log in and get it. So, Coach Roll, any last words before we close?
Yeah. You know, I thank the Lord for allowing me to have this opportunity. I feel it's it's an important one. Me being the first full-time head coach here. I know it's a big role that I've taken on. Um, so I want the Bahamian people to support. So because when we go then represent the university, we're actually representing the University of the Bahamas. We're carrying that name.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a part of our quest. You're a part of our journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I I I want people to you know to support Bahamians. For the most part, we the teams that we have, the basketball teams, the judo, they're Bahamians. Of course, as we grow, we're gonna be opening up to international students to be a part of university. Right now, we're pretty much, for the most part, 90, if not 95, or almost 100% fully Bahamians. I have persons emailing me from Europe, St. Croix, Jamaica, that wants to be a part of this program. And some of the plans that I have for the university, some of the plans that I have for the for this track program is going to help us in the long run. I want us. I know you know about the pen relays, right?
Right, right.
You know about the pen relays. One of my main goals is to bring a track meet as big as the pen relays. We can do it. We've done world championship here, and Behemoths have been supportive. Imagine us having the university hosting a meet, a college meet that we can host every year. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to, one, bring bring money to the economy.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to highlight our very own athletes here and those abroad, because I would want those ones who are in college to come back home to compete at the University Invitational,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the elite part of it. So we'll have the college part, where the university against the colleges, high schools performance
Right, right.
at the Invitational, and the elite Bahamian athletes going against the world. That's one of my goals, to have even long after I'm gone, if it could be like how the pen relays, and the pen relays is something that's been going on for over 100 years.
Right.
So if I could get something like that, so it would help to generate, of course, income for the university, and to be able to highlight our Bahamian athletes, and actually help the country in athletics.
Okay.
So I want people to support. I know I'm not gonna get all the best athletes. I
But
just
you
want
gotta
to
start
athletes.
somewhere.
So
But
I'm just like all the other coaches. We want the best. I want the best to stay home here. We're getting ready to break ground to build a new dorm. So, the athletes we want to have all the student athletes to be able to be in, because the challenge I have is that if I'm trying to recruit somebody from Nassau,
right.
then they don't want to be home. They want to be where they could be away from home, have the campus life, and
Right.
don't have the stress of mommy. You got to babysit the young brother, or you got dishes. You can do the dishes. You can actually be in school, focus, and focus on. So I invite all those alumni, COB alumni who
You be alumni, yeah.
to be supportive, give back, help, because all of us will reap the rewards in the end. So
Amen, man.
again,
Coach Roll, the visionary, man. I like what I hear. But again,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
this has been the next off season. We're gonna have a part two to this. You're gonna have a chance to send the questions ahead of time this
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But thank you, Coach Roll, for your time, and
Thank you,
thank
man.
you
Thank
to
you,
Ben
Randy.
Morrow. Thank you to Ben Morrow for
Yeah,
the space. And
nice too, man. Keep up
we'll
the good
talk.
work.
I
Yeah.
always will, man. Thank you, and go Mingos.